Hi everyone, it is time for the last video in our rainbow boat series. If you haven't seen any of the others, then they're all available to watch. This one is going to be separate and different, so you don't have to go back and do them in order. So you can watch this one first and then go back if you wish, but I suspect you may have seen at least one of the others. Let's come in a little closer to our very last boat. He's a bit dipped at the back, isn't he? Oops, is that a bit too close? No, we're okay. So he looks wonky because if I make the water straight, he's higher here than here. But that's okay. I'm going to actually start with the water. Using my Polychromos, as I have been for the whole page, the light cobalt turquoise is going to be the water. And like before, I'm going to try and make it a little more intense near the black line here. So I'm just going back and forth a little bit to get a bit more colour down on the paper. And then just fading it down like that. So it just sort of fades off a little bit. That's it, just a little bit. And as with the others, I'm going to start with the windows first. We've got 4, I think. So the dark cadmium yellow has been what I've been using. So to go around the edge of each window pane. And then with these, I'm just going to scumble a little bit along the edge, just so that it blends a little bit better into the lighter yellow that I'm going to use in a minute. So all around. This is quite a cute looking boat. There we go. Now going to use the lighter yellow. I have the light chrome yellow here. And I'm just going to go over the whole window. I'm sort of going to layer it up a little bit more on the edges, a little less in the middle on that one, but these, just pop it on top. It's not much we can do. Okay, now let's have a look at our picture. We have some cargo, we have the buildings. Now I'm quite tempted to do it like I did yesterday's with the sort of order, rainbow order. I think I might do it upside down. So I might start with the red at the bottom, just so it looks different to this boat. So our bottom stripe of boat, sorry, this is the deep scarlet red. It doesn't really matter precisely what colours you use. This has been quite a good little page because you can pick whatever colour you want really. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you've got a different brand of pencil, just a red, you know, even if you just got 12 pencils in your tin, you could probably follow all these colours. Just making it a little bit darker on the edges, a bit more intense. There we go. Next we have orange, just trying to find it. This is our dark cadmium orange, which is quite small. I'm trying to again layer it up a little more on this edge than on the rest of the boat. There we go. And just work through. Remembering to do in here. Quite good at forgetting things like that. As I did on the second picture when I forgot the little strings holding up the rings, life rings, rubber rings, I don't know what you call them. So that is that. Now I need to just tidy it up around here. It's a bit awkward with this little pencil. I may need to pop a larger one in my tin. It's given me a bit of finger cramp. I actually had a bit of thumb pain the other day, but it was interesting because I had it. What was I doing? I wasn't colouring. I don't know what I was doing. So here's our light chrome yellow for our next bit, and it was a bit sore. Nothing too dramatic. And but when I was colouring it was fine. I think I was in bed. I was probably, because I was holding my tablet, I was probably just holding it awkwardly. And we can't really make this too much more intense on the edge. It doesn't really show up with the yellow, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. And just work our way along like we have with the others. Remembering to do in there. I don't know why, I just have this feeling I might have forgotten that bit. Well, I've already got an idea for my next series after this one. I'm going to be back in Small Victories. Apologies to those of you who don't have this book, but it's just a lot of fun. And I know a lot of people do have it and will want to be colouring in it. And so there will be, and I've had a request for a page. So I'm not going to reveal, not yet. You'll have to pop back and see. But I've had a look at the page and it's adorable, so I'm going to do that one. But I suspect I'm going to get a few more requests in, because I did ask in a video that you would have already seen by the time this video goes out, that while I'm recording this hasn't gone out yet, if that makes any sense. I think it's due to go out. I'm trying to think. I don't know. That's good, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe in a few days' time. Yeah, we'll just leave that bit. And so anyway, it's I'm wondering about trying to make this a bit darker at each end. I'm going to try, but I don't think it's really going to show up. I quite like this. It's really looking very rainbowy. Now I need my blue. This is the cobalt blue greenish, and the building, this base of this building. Oh, we've got this building actually I'm going to do first. Trying to fade it out towards the edge a little bit, because I want this to look like shadow. So when I do this bit, I can do a bit less, and then that hopefully looks a little bit set back. And we'll do the same on this other little building. Oops, trying not to go over the line. So I'll make this a little bit stronger here, more intense, more layers. There's no need to press harder on the paper, just colour over and over a few more times. I've said it so many times, if you press harder you could end up making a hole in your paper. This paper is good, it shouldn't happen, but it's always best to err on the side of caution and just be a little bit careful. Now we've got our violet, and I'm going to be doing the sort of roof of this one and this one. Now this one, the roof is here, and I'm going to do it like that because I think otherwise it's going to look a little strange. In fact, I'm going to do this. I know what I'm doing now. Made up my mind. I'm going to do this bit in the blue because it's a sort of rendered building bit. Sorry, my piece of paper that was behind the page was coming out. All the way across and round. Like that. And then these chimneys are going to be in the indigo. Oh, dark indigo. Whoops. And this bit on the top here, I'm going to do that bit. I don't know what that is. I don't think it matters. What I'm going to do with these chimneys is dark on the outside, a bit lighter towards the middle. So we've got a bit of lighter bit there. You'd say I'm sort of going to ignore that line. I can see why it's there because I've seen that on boats' chimneys, but it doesn't fit with my idea. There we go. Now we need to do our details. I'm thinking these could be in browns. They look like they could be wood, but we need to decide about the rings and the rope. The rope could also be in brown. The rings though not. I'm thinking maybe I could make those It's hard because it would normally be white or orange really, but we can't really do that, or red, so I'm going to use the indigo on them, then they stand out. As I say, it's the wrong colour, but does it matter? It would if it was a real boat, but it isn't. There we go, and just the other one the same. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lightest colour for the rope, my brown, out of my browns. Oops, it wants to run away, did you hear it? This is the brown ochre, and I'm going to do this in that, just keeping it as even as I can. There we go. Nice curvy. It's quite nice colouring a curve like that. And then these boxes, I'm going to do my other two browns that I've got here. I've got the burnt umber I'm going to do first. This one here. I can do it quite dark because it's sort of behind the one that's in front. So I'm going to layer it up a fair bit. And then this one is also behind, I think. So, but I'm going to do it a little bit lighter, like that. And then grab the, whoops, the Van Dyck brown. And this one goes across. I'll try and make it a bit lighter. And then this one goes up and down. I'm going to make that a bit darker. The browns are quite similar, but I'm going to grab some black and just do a few touches now, and hopefully it will help. So this is my black, and first I'm sort of going to start at the top, so I'm going to go under this roof with a little bit to try and create a shadow, and under here and here, as well as along there and under here. That's the first bit, and then these boxes I'm just going to put a little bit between them, sort of drawing that shadow, so they just separates them a little bit from each other. This green, I feel there'd be a shadow under. You don't have to press too hard here because it's only yellow that we're on top of, so it doesn't need to be really dark. And then I'm thinking shadow under here and here. It'll be tricky because we've got a shadow here and this doesn't kink, but I think it doesn't matter that much. Just putting the shadow, I think it would be underneath. There we go. Now I'm also a little bit along here, so they stand back a little bit from the edge of the boat. Same as these. There we go. Let's pop him back in the middle, sorry. So I think, yeah, I'm happy with that one. So there is our final boat. Let's come out so you can see the whole page. Oh, I think that's one of my favourites actually. Let's take out this piece of paper. There we go. There it is, all done. No, I don't know now. I quite like all of them. They're all different and fun, bright. So there's our Rainbow Boats page. So thank you if you watched the whole series, and thank you if you coloured along. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, so as I say, there's another page from this book coming up. Probably tomorrow, not sure yet. But I've got it all planned, but I've got to do some other bits and pieces in between first. But yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Hoping that you have a really good day, and happy colouring.